My child, I have a very important message for you today, and I need you to listen with your whole heart because what I'm about to tell you is happening right now in the physical world. You've probably felt like you've been waiting forever for your life to change or for that one special person to finally show up. You might have spent years looking at the horizon, dreaming of someone who lives in a different city or even a different country. But I am here to tell you that the search is over. The energy of the person who is meant for you is so close to you at this very moment that it's actually affecting your own physical state. If you've felt a strange vibration or a sense of anticipation lately, it's because your soulmate is no longer a distant possibility. They are a reality that is existing right in your neighborhood. They are no longer a dream you have at night. They are a person who is currently in a state of deep longing, trying to figure out how to close the tiny gap that remains between your two worlds. The truth is quite shocking when you really think about it. This person is breathing the same air as you right now. They walk down the same sidewalks, shop at the same local markets, and they might even be standing behind you in a coffee shop or a grocery store line without you having any idea who they are. Please don't turn away from this message because the universe has brought this connection to a boiling point. The thin veil that has kept you from seeing them is about to disappear completely. I want you to stay with me until we finish this thought, because I am going to describe a very specific place, a landmark, or a certain building near where you live, where this person has been standing recently. They weren't just passing through, they were there specifically to be near your energy, hoping to get just a tiny glimpse of you. They are drawn to the space you occupy because your frequency acts like a magnet to their soul. Everything you've been praying for is much closer than you think. It is literally closer than your next breath. For a long time you've been looking for signs in the distance, but the real signs are in your immediate circle. This person is currently feeling a massive amount of pressure. It's a magnetic pull that is drawing them toward you, but they are also dealing with a lot of internal struggle. They feel so physically close to you, yet they feel like there is a huge spiritual gap because the first move hasn't been made yet. This might be someone you see every single morning when you're heading to work, or maybe it's a neighbor who always seems to be outside at the exact moment you pull into your driveway. They have a hard time finding their courage because when they look at you, they see a beautiful golden light that intimidates them. They feel like they aren't quite ready to be a part of your amazing reality yet, even though every cell in their body wants to be. If this message is speaking to your soul, and you want to make sure you don't miss the moment they finally approach you, please subscribe to this channel so we can stay connected, and leave a comment below saying, "I am ready to let the universe know your heart is wide open." There is a secret I want to share with you. This person made a very specific observation about you just 3 hours ago. You were out in public, just going about your day, and they were watching you from a distance. They saw a small detail about how you handle yourself or how you treat others, and it confirmed to them that you are the one. I'm also going to tell you about the shocking location where they are thinking about you right this second. It's a place you visit at least 2 times every single week. Something massive is about to happen, and it involves a sudden, unplanned meeting that will take place before the sun goes down today. The desperation they are feeling has reached a point where it's actually painful for them. They have finally realized that you are the final piece of the puzzle they've been trying to solve for years. They are no longer content with just watching. They are ready to break through the silence. They are literally looking at the distance between your front door and theirs right now. They are terrified that if they don't say something immediately, this perfect window of opportunity provided by the universe will slam shut. You might have felt a sudden, unexplained chill or a strange warmth on your neck in the last few days. This isn't just your imagination. This is the physical evidence that their spirit is literally reaching out to touch yours across the street or down a hallway. Don't look away for even a second, because I have a numerical key for you. It could be a house number or a digit from a street sign that will prove exactly who they are. Their energy is vibrating inside the very walls of your daily life. They aren't a stranger from far away. They are someone who has been quietly watching how you live your life with grace, whether it's at your job or your favorite local hangout. They see the way you smile when you think no one is looking, and it makes them love you even more. They are in a lot of emotional pain because they are close enough to hear you speak, but they are frozen by the fear that you won't recognize them as your perfect match. I am showing you the spiritual map of their heart to prove that they have been coming up with all sorts of excuses to talk to you about boring, everyday things, just so they can be near your frequency for a few minutes. They are even practicing what they want to say to you while looking in the mirror, hoping they don't mess it up when the time comes. Something incredible is waiting for you at the exact point where your daily routine meets their silent prayers. They are looking at a shared space right now, maybe a desk at work, a hallway, or a local shop, and they are realizing that your presence is the only thing that makes that place feel special. To them, you are the light that turns a mundane building into a place of destiny. They have been acting like a secret guardian for you, doing small things to make your life easier without you even knowing it was them. They might have held a door a little longer, or moved something out of your way, or simply sent a silent prayer for your safety as you walked by. Your divine timing is reaching its absolute peak right now. The person who is so desperate to meet you is already in your circle, and the universe is about to nudge you both together. Watch for a digital sign on your phone today, maybe a notificatio, N, or a strange connection. That will act as a final confirmation. Trust that everything is moving exactly as it should. Your paths are crossing more than ever before, and soon the accidental meetings will turn into a conscious connection. Prepare your heart, because the person who has been observing your light from the shadows is about to step into your world. The spiritual energy surrounding your life is currently glowing with a bright intensity, specifically in the areas of your daily routine that you often consider boring or repetitive. I want you to understand that your soulmate isn't just some distant idea or a person you might meet years from now. They have been moving within your personal space for quite some time. In fact, they have been acting like a silent guardian in your life, standing in your shadow and watching over you even during your most difficult and lonely days. They are currently experiencing a flood of emotions that is so deep it has started to cause strange coincidences in your neighborhood and your place of work. This person is navigating the same local maze that you do every single day. Think about the places you go without even thinking. The local grocery store where you pick up your food, the parks where you go for a walk, or the streets you drive on. It is very likely that they have been sitting in the car right next to yours at a red light or walking down the same aisle as you in a shop. They feel a powerful magnetic tug in your direction every time they step out of their front door, and that pull always leads them straight toward where you are. They have even spent time standing at a specific street corner or near a local landmark just to feel the energy you left behind. They are in a state of high awareness, feeling your presence in the very air they breathe. There is a serious hurdle they are trying to get over right now, and it involves the dreams they've been having about you. They have seen you so clearly in their sleep that they are now actually afraid to walk up to you in real life because they don't want to break the beautiful spell of those visions. When they see you at your job or out in your neighborhood, they are completely stunned by the light that seems to follow you everywhere. To them, you look like a living miracle, but this makes them feel like they aren't good enough to approach you. They are terrified that if they speak, you will just see them as a random stranger, even though your two souls have been connected for centuries. If you are starting to feel this shift in the atmosphere and want to make sure you are ready for this encounter, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel for more spiritual clarity and leave a comment with the word "believe" to help manifest this meeting in your life. This person is currently dealing with a desperation that is so deep it's making them visit the spots you frequent just to find a sense of peace. They are even looking at shared digital spaces like a local community group on social media or a workplace chat, and they often hover their mouse or finger over your name. They desperately want to send you a message, but they are holding back, waiting for a clear sign from heaven that it is the right time to reach out. They have finally realized that their destiny isn't across an ocean, but literally right across the street, and that realization makes their heart race every time they step outside. Your proximity to each other is now at a critical level, and the final gap is about to be bridged by what looks like a total accident. It might be something as simple as you dropping an item and them picking it up, or sharing an umbrella during a sudden rainstorm. You should keep your eyes open for a specific numerical message on a house number O. Our license plate that you will see 3 times today, as this is a signal that they are standing at the very doorstep of your life. The magnetism between you has become so strong that it is starting to affect the physical world around you, making things feel different and more charged with energy. They have watched you when you were at your most natural, busy with your tasks, lost in your thoughts, or just being yourself. They have seen you when you were stressed at work and when you were relaxed in your neighborhood, from a hidden vantage point, like a window or from across a busy room. They have been looking at you and feeling a sense of magnetic dizziness because they are so close to the person they have prayed for. They are the person who might have held the door for you just a second too long, or gave you a look at the market that felt more intense than usual. As you go about your afternoon, look for a sacred symbol to appear. This could be a recurring number like 444, or a very bright color on a sign or a screen. This is marking their exact proximity to you at that moment. They are waiting for you to feel the shift in the air that tells them it is safe to finally walk up and say hello. Right now, they are likely holding their breath, wondering if you can feel the heat of their gaze on your back. Something huge is waiting for you in the middle of your daily life, and the location is so personal it will truly make your heart skip a beat. My beloved child, I want you to stop and take a deep breath right now, because the very air you are breathing is heavy with the silent vibration of the person you are meant to be with. This person isn't just a thought in your mind or a face in your dreams. They are currently within a few hundred steps of where you are standing. They might even be in the same building as you, or sitting in the car directly behind yours in a line of traffic. There is a sense of soul-shaking urgency building up inside them because they recently saw you do something completely ordinary that touched them deeply. It might have been the way you adjusted your clothes, the way you looked down at your phone, or even a small sigh of exhaustion you let out when you thought no one was looking. In that split second, it hit them like a bolt of lightning that you are the person they have been searching for across many lifetimes. Right now, they are paying very close attention to your digital presence. They are looking at your status online or watching your physical presence and feeling a biological command to finally reach out and claim you. They are the person who always seems to be right there in the elevator with you, or the one you see at the local tea stall, just waiting for a sign that you are ready for this truth to be revealed. At this very moment, they are likely holding their phone, staring at your contact information or your social media profile and feeling a pulse of destiny that is forcing them to take real action. Your synchronization with them is currently off the charts, and the final wall between you is about to be broken by something unexpected, like a technology glitch or a shared deadline that forces you to work closely together. If you feel this magnetic pull in your life, and you want to ensure this connection manifests quickly, please subscribe to this channel for more daily guidance. And leave a comment saying, "I am ready to tell the universe your heart is open." This person has been carefully following your routine for the last 3 days with a very specific purpose in mind. They know your daily rhythm better than you might even realize. They know exactly when you arrive at your workplace. They know when you take your breaks, and they recognize the exact moment you start to feel tired and long to be back in the comfort of your home. As they sit at their workstation or in their car, which is likely less than 50 feet away from your physical body, they are literally trembling with the desire to cross that gap and speak to you. They have been testing the waters by leaving small, anonymous clues for you to find, such as holding a door open a second longer than usual, moving a chair to your favorite spot, or giving you a subtle nod in the hallway that felt much deeper than a normal greeting. They are currently looking at a digital reflection of you, perhaps a profile picture or a document you shared. While they are so close to you, they are feeling a biological magnetism that makes their heart race every time someone mentions your name in their presence. They have finally realized that their entire future is tied to the very place they used to think was just a boring part of their daily routine. They are making a secret promise to themselves right now to break the wall of professionalism or the silence between neighbors before this day is over. You are at the absolute peak of your destiny alignment. Watch for a sudden scent of something sweet, like vanilla or the smell of fresh rain, or look for a numerical pattern on a screen as your final confirmation that they are closing in. Your soulmate has actually been acting as a silent guardian for you for weeks, standing in your shadow and looking out for you while you navigated your most difficult days. They are in a state of emotional overflow, and their desperation to be near you is starting to manifest as strange physical coincidences in your neighborhood or your office. I am exposing the identity of this background character to you, the person you see every day but have never truly looked at with your soul. They have become spiritually addicted to your presence. They find any excuse to walk past your desk, to key the same elevator as you, or to visit the local shop at the exact time they know you will be there. They are looking at shared spaces like a break room or a nearby park, and feeling a heart-stopping fear that you will find someone else before they gather the courage to say hello. They are the ones who always happen to be there when you drop something, or the ones who offer a smile that feels like a warm hug. There is an unseen energy they left on a specific piece of paper or a digital message you received today that is trying to speak to your spirit. Listen for a triple tap signal today, a specific 3-beat sound in your environment that proves they are within arm's reach. They are currently dealing with a magnetic desperation that is forcing them to finally drop their mask. They are sitting or standing less than 100 feet away from you right now, holding their breath as they watch you read these very words. They can feel the shift in the atmosphere, and they know you are starting to wake up to their presence. Your proximity clock is ticking down to 0. Look at a clock or a screen in the next few minutes for a numerical confirmation, such as 111 or 222. This marks the moment that something huge is waiting for you at the very next shared entrance you cross. The person waiting there will have eyes that tell a story of 1,000 lifetimes. They are currently standing in a place where you usually go when you want to be alone, such as a quiet corner of a park or a specific seat in a local cafe. They are in a state of absolute desperation because they just felt a massive surge of your energy, a spiritual signal that told them you are within reach. Look for a digital trace, like a notification from a name you don't recognize or a profile view that happened in the last hour. There is a mirror mystery happening today. You will see their reflection in a window or a screen before you actually see their face. They are vibrationally locked onto your current location. They can feel when you are happy and when you are stressed, and right now they can feel that you are searching for them. They are looking at a physical barrier, like a door or a wall, and fighting the urge to just knock and end this search. They are the person who accidentally dropped something near you today or paused a second too long while passing your workspace. There is an unseen cord that is currently tightening between your heart and theirs, pulling you both toward a collision in a place you consider completely ordinary. You will also receive a scent confirmation, a specific smell of coffee, old books, or a particular perfume that will suddenly hit you in a place where it doesn't belong. Something huge is waiting for you in the quiet gaps of your afternoon. Trust that the person who has been professionally avoiding you or locally ignoring you out of fear is actually dealing with a magnetic obsession to finally be seen by you. My beloved child, I want you to feel the space around you right now, because the pulse of your soulmate's heartbeat is literally vibrating against the very floor you are standing on at this moment. This is not a distant energy. This person is currently moving within your most intimate inner circle of life. They might be sitting in the very next cabin or workstation at your job, or they could be the person living just 2 doors down from you in your own hallway. You have likely felt a strange, unexplainable connection to this person for a long time without being able to put it into words. Right now, they are in a state of uncontrollable desperation because they recently caught a glimpse of you in a very private, natural moment. Perhaps they saw the way you smiled at your phone when you thought no one was looking, or the gentle way you ed your hair, and that small, simple act broke their heart with an overwhelming wave of love. They are so captivated by you that they have even written down secret notes in private about the way your eyes look and the light they carry. This person is intentionally wearing a specific color today, hoping it will act as a beacon to catch your eye and finally draw your attention toward them. They are hiding in the regular faces you see every single day, blending into the background of your routine. Their biggest struggle right now is that they have become spiritually addicted to the sound of your voice. They find any excuse just to stand near you so they can hear the frequency of your laughter, which acts like a healing medicine for their tired soul. If you can feel this incredible energy drawing closer and want to confirm this union, please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment with the words, "I am ready to claim your blessing." This person is reaching out to you in ways you haven't yet realized. They are currently looking at a shared surface that you both touch, perhaps a counter, a door handle, or even a digital document you are both working on, and they are feeling a deep pull to leave a physical mark of their presence just for you to find. They are the person whose gaze you always seem to catch just as they are quickly looking away, trying to hide their intensity. In the next 4 hours, they're going to give you an unseen signal, which might be a subtle nod or a very specific word that serves as their secret way of saying hello to your soul. You should also look at your phone or a clock for the number 555, as this numerical signal marks the exact moment they are entering your personal space. They are experiencing a magnetic emergency right now, a desperate need to finally be recognized and seen by you for who they truly are. They have spent a long time idly ignoring you or acting distant only because they are incredibly nervous. At this very second, they might be sitting or standing less than 30 feet away from you, perhaps even separated only by a single wall, as they hold their breath and pray for you to sense them. They are looking at the same sign or the same view as you, hoping that you will look up at the exact same moment they do. Your proximity frequency has reached 99.9%, and the final barrier is about to fall. Look for a sequence of numbers like 1234 or 888 on a receipt or a notification, as this is the sign that the invisible wall between you has finally collapsed. The spiritual magnetism between you has become so high that it is now physically affecting the objects around you. Your soulmate is likely looking at the same clock or the same screen as you right now, possibly from a desk just a few feet away. They feel a deep sense of agony because they know you are the one they've seen in their dreams, yet you are still treating them as just another background character in your day. I am revealing the hidden identity of the person who always seems to coincidentally enter a room right after you do. They are wearing a specific color today as a signal for your soul to find them. They are currently looking at a shared professional tool, like an email thread or a group chat, and they are fighting a powerful urge to type something personal and real instead of just being professional. They might be the person who accidentally brushes against your shoulder in a hallway, or the neighbor who greets you with a look that lingers a second too long. They have left a lingering aura on a chair or a counter you just touched, an energy that is trying to speak directly to your spirit. Look for the number 77 on a license plate or your phone battery. It marks their exact location in your immediate area. Something huge is waiting for you in the very next casual nod or greeting you receive. They are terrified that if they don't speak up today, this divine window will close forever. They realize now that their future isn't a place they have to travel to, but a person who sits near them or walks the same street every evening. They are currently standing less than 20 feet away from you, holding their breath and praying that you will feel the shift in the room and finally look their way. They are waiting for a sign that it is okay to stop being formal and start being real. Your synchronization has reached its absolute maximum point. You might even feel a sudden ringing in your ears or a strange warmth in your left hand. This is a sign that they are currently looking at you with intense, overwhelming love. The final veil is lifting, and the shocking truth is that this person has been hiding in plain sight all along. They are the quiet presence in your workplace you've overlooked, or the neighbor you see in the most mundane moments. The universe has scheduled your divine collision to happen within the next 24 hours. You will recognize them by a sudden, unexplained feeling in their eyes that feels like you are finally coming home after a very long journey. This wasn't a distance you had to travel, it was a frequency you had to match, and you have finally arrived. In the next 3 hours, you will see a repeated number or hear a specific name that confirms they are moving toward you at this very moment. Your days of searching and wondering are over. The one who is desperate for you is closer than your next breath, and the door is already open for you both to step through. Amen.